You alright there lads and lasses, JackOps here and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to get around Article 13. For those of you who are curious on what Article 13 actually is, allow me to summarise it. In a nutshell, Article 13 is a series of laws that were recently passed in the European Parliament within the European Union. It involves a series of tough copyright laws that are so restrictive to the point where many things like posting memes on social media and uploading gameplay videos could be considered copyright infringement. As long as you live within the EU, of course. This could give companies an enormous leverage over the internet, and it could mean a loss on some of its freedoms. Notice how I'm saying could a few times. This would be a worst case scenario, so maybe take it with a grain of salt and do your own research. Sounds terrible, right? Just to let you know, it also extends to the point where it could threaten my channel's existence. Well, unless Brexit happens sooner and the British MPs that voted for Article 13 in the first place don't end up getting their way in the UK. So, then it'll be better to start off some kind of underground internet where the EU's laws don't apply, right? Well, no. Don't let Article 13 fearmonger you too much. There's actually a simple way around it. Notice how a few seconds earlier I mentioned and uploading gameplay videos could be considered copyright infringement. As long as you live within the EU, of course. You see, you don't have to move away from the EU to access your bank of surprise Tom memes, if the internet thinks you don't even live in the EU in the first place. Alright, I'm going to guess I just confused you right now. To prevent adding more fuel to that fire, I'm just going to straight up tell you the solution. Long story short, it's a VPN. While yes, most VPNs require a subscription fee, there are a few exceptions, such as the Opera browser's built-in VPN and the Onion router's VPN, also better known as Tor VPN. I should also mention that the latter service has the added bonus of giving you a way to access the dark web, if you're into that, to which I'm not. And I'm unlikely to show you a tutorial on how to do so in the future. Also, something else to mention, this tutorial has a difficulty rating of 2 out of 5, so it's easy for an individual who's even a tad bit tech savvy. Anyway, let's avoid going off on too much of a tangent. You're here to attempt to get round what could potentially change the internet for everybody within the EU and possibly the UK. I'm going to be teaching you methods for both the Opera VPN and the Onion router VPN, or Tor VPN as it's better known as. Download and install the Opera browser. Open Opera, click the logo in the top left corner, then click the settings option. Scroll down until you reach the advanced tab and then click on it. Scroll down even more until you finally reach the VPN switch. Enable it and a little VPN box should appear in your search bar. As long as this box appears blue, it means it's enabled. Mind you though, as a result of having a VPN, your internet may slow down depending on which country the VPN server originates from. For proof that this works, I'm going to type in what's my IP and look at where this website thinks I am. There you go, these dopey fuckers think I live in Switzerland. Take note though, that this VPN is exclusive to the Opera browser. This means that the VPN only protects you in the browser and not your device as a whole. For more advanced protection, let's move on to the Tor VPN. Like the Opera browser, you'll want to download and install the Tor browser. Open Tor and you'll be greeted with two buttons, Configure and Connect. You'll only need the Configure option if you live in a country where Tor is censored, like China, Egypt or Turkey, as mentioned here. Best to Google that beforehand. Otherwise, simply press Connect and wait a minute. As soon as the browser opens, the VPN is activated automatically. I can type in what's my IP, and now these tards think I live in the United States. DuckDuckGo is known as a more secure browser, so this is maybe biased. So let's try the same thing through Google, shall we? And would you look at that, same result. So there you go, that's enough protection for you to get around Article 13. So now you Europeans won't have to approach dodgy dealers in a dark alleyway for your memes in the future. I should mention that both of these VPNs only protect you through your browser and not through your system as a whole. I mentioned that when I finished talking about the Opera browser. These should be enough to protect you from Article 13, but if you want even better protection, I'm afraid paid VPNs are the only option I can think of. Unless I might be wrong, in that case then you might as well put your opinion in the comments. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you fancy more content like this, be sure to support my channel by liking and sharing this video. Maybe even consider subscribing and joining the Jack Operatives. Go a step further and support me on other platforms by liking my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, joining my Discord server, and clicking the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. This is JackOps, signing off.